Everyone thinks you're falling behind. They joke about your ancient car. They constantly ask why you never come out for the $20 drinks on Friday nights. To the outside world, you are the broke friend. Let them think that, because what they don't know is that you are playing a completely different game. While they are drowning in credit card debt to look rich, you've been secretly securing your freedom. This is what happens when you quietly, aggressively, and secretly invest $500 a month for 10 years. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's stealth wealth. But getting to this point wasn't easy. The social pressure almost broke you. The market crashes almost made you quit. To understand the payoff, we have to go back to one crucial moment. The moment you decided to stop looking rich and start actually getting wealthy. It was exactly 10 years ago, a Friday night. You were out with the exact same friends, at the exact same trendy spot trying to keep up. Someone yelled to order another round of $20 drinks. You smiled, nodded, and quietly slipped your phone under the table to check your bank account. $14.32. Your heart dropped into your stomach. You were wearing $150 shoes, holding a brand new iPhone, and sitting in a VIP booth. But you couldn't afford a single drink. You were entirely faking it. You made an excuse, left early, and walked 2 miles home in the cold because your card declined on the Uber app. That walk changed everything. You realized that looking rich was exhausting. It was a trap. Every dollar you earned was already promised to a car payment, a credit card company, or a bartender. You were working 40 hours a week just to maintain an illusion. So, you sat down at your kitchen table that very night and made a choice. You were going to kill the illusion. You canceled the subscriptions, you sold the car you couldn't afford, and bought a beater. You stopped going out. You decided that instead of giving your money to everyone else to buy their approval, you were going to invest in your future. $500 a month. Non-negotiable. It felt impossible. It felt like stepping off a cliff. But for the first time in your life, you weren't building an image. You were building a fortress. The adrenaline of that Friday night eventually wore off, and the brutal reality of your new life set in. Building a fortress is exhausting. You opened the brokerage account and set up the automatic transfer. Every time that $500 left your checking account, it physically hurt. You were living on a razor-thin margin, eating the same cornflakes for breakfast, and driving a car that rattled when it hit 50 miles per hour. And the worst part? The market wasn't rewarding you yet. You logged into your portfolio every single day, expecting to see some miraculous compound interest explosion. But after 6 long months of sacrificing, not only did you not gain anything, you actually lost. The market took a hit. You logged in one morning and you were down $260. This is the exact moment where 90% of people quit. The voice in your head starts screaming that it's a scam, that the system is rigged, and that you might as well just spend the money and enjoy your life. The social pressure made it 100 times harder. The world didn't stop just because you decided to get your act together. The group chat was still going off every weekend. Your feed was a constant stream of your friends taking vacations, buying new clothes, and upgrading their apartments. But you look around your quiet, cheap apartment. You wonder if you're making a massive mistake. You wonder if you're throwing away your best years just to hoard digital numbers on a screen. But then you remember that $14 bank balance. You remember the panic. You remember the cold walk home in the dark. You didn't come this far just to go back to being a prisoner to your paycheck. So, you don't touch the money, you don't panic sell, you close the app, go to sleep, and let the next $500 transfer hit. 5 years go by, 60 months, 3,000 days of saying no, staying disciplined, and ignoring the noise. Eventually, the $500 transfers stopped hurting. They just became background noise. Then comes a random November Tuesday. It's pouring rain. You're driving home from work when you hear a violent metallic grinding sound. Smoke pours out from under the hood of that old car. You pull over to the shoulder. It's completely dead. The tow truck driver drops you off at the mechanic, and an hour later, you get the bad news. The engine is completely shot. It's going to cost $4,000 to replace it, or you have to find another car immediately to get to work tomorrow. 5 years ago, this would have destroyed you. 5 years ago, you would have been sitting in that dingy waiting room having a full-blown panic attack. You would have been frantically applying for a high-interest credit card, begging family for a loan, and wondering if you were going to get evicted because you couldn't pay rent. But sitting in that plastic chair today, you don't panic. You feel annoyed, sure, but your heart rate doesn't even spike. You pull out your phone. You open the exact same banking app that once showed $14.32. The number staring back at you is $41,250. You hadn't just been saving. The market had finally caught up. Compound interest had kicked in. Your money had started quietly going to work for you, earning its own money while you slept. You authorize the $4,000 repair. You swipe your debit card. It stings a little to see the balance dip, but it doesn't change your life. You don't have to cancel your weekend plans. You don't lose a single minute of sleep. That night, lying in bed, you realize something profound. To the outside world, you still look exactly like the broke friend. You're still living in the cheap apartment, but you possess a secret superpower that none of your friends at the VIP booth have. When life punched you in the face, you didn't even flinch. You finally have peace. The fortress is built. And now, the math is about to get really, really crazy. The next 10 years didn't just walk, they sprinted. Because once you cross that tipping point, compound interest stops being a myth and becomes a machine. You weren't just adding your $500 a month anymore. The market was doing the heavy lifting for you. The interest you earned created a snowball effect that just kept getting bigger. You're sitting in a coffee shop with the exact same group of friends, but things look very different now. The designer clothes look a little worn out. The energy is heavy. One of them is rubbing their temples, venting about how they are trapped in a toxic job they hate because their car payment is $900 a month. Another is quietly panicking about credit card debt that just keeps piling up. The illusion is shattering. The people who spent the last decade looking rich are completely exhausted. They're running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up, terrified of falling off. You sit there, sipping a plain black coffee. You don't say a word. You don't brag. You just listen. Under the table, you pull out your phone and open the app. $108,240. You aren't a billionaire. You aren't flying on private jets or buying a mansion on a hill, but you have something infinitely more valuable than anything your friends bought over the last 10 years. You have options. You could walk into work tomorrow, hand in your resignation, and take a year off without losing a single night of sleep. You could start that business you've always dreamed of. You are no longer held hostage by a paycheck. Looking rich is easy. Being wealthy is quiet. It just takes patience, discipline, and the courage to look a little broke for a while. So, what's it going to be? If you chose wealth, your journey is just beginning, and you need to be prepared for the turbulence. Click the video on your screen right now to see exactly how to survive and what to do when you first start investing and the market suddenly drops. Click the other video to see a complete breakdown of what quiet wealth actually looks like compared to the fake rich at every single income bracket.